Hi, my name is Shailesh. I'm the founder and CEO of Matchmove. We're a Singapore-based operation with offices across Asia and the US. Last year, we were voted by Deloitte as the fastest growing company in Asia and in Singapore. We grew at 900% compounded over 3 years. Now, the big question is, why is a company like Matchmove from Singapore being noticed by CNBC? Why is CNBC talking about Apple Pay and Google Wallet in the same paragraph? What are we doing on that side of the world that's got people's interest? What we have done is found a way to bring millions of people into the internet economy very, very quickly, very, very efficiently, and in a way that banks can actually take advantage of. In the emerging markets like Asia, internet commerce is already at 500 billion plus, and yet it's widely accepted that it's probably 1/10 of what it could be. The primary reason it isn't any bigger right now is because cards, which are the most trusted, useful way, the fastest way of settling and purchasing online, have not penetrated across Asia for a number of reasons. Asian economies are traditionally cash-based, banks have pursued the banked and people they can earn credit interest from and so on. And yet, all of these people now more and more want to buy online. They need to be able to do so. Now, we have a long-standing relationship with American Express, and we started looking at this problem a little closer. It's unlikely, they said, as did Visa and MasterCard, that the 3% card penetration is going to grow anytime soon. But smartphone penetration is already at 25%, and it's likely to hit 50% in the next 2 years. So we started thinking, is there a way we could take advantage of the smartphone revolution and think about how we could put card technology inside the phone and make it simple? So we took this concept to them. We said, what if we put the card inside the phone? Download from an app store, get it from a web browser. It's not credit, it's a real number that's accepted anywhere online, wherever Amex is accepted. It's not credit, which means you have to put some money inside. We've already integrated with hundreds of payment gateways across emerging markets, which means you can then put cash very easily into this account, and then it works just like plastic. Go and spend anywhere you want online. You can go to the equivalent of a 7-Eleven and hand over cash. You can transfer from a mobile phone. You can ask your friend from another country to lend you some money. We have P2P capability, and it goes into the card. From there on, it acts just like plastic, which means now anyone can start to spend online anywhere. In addition to Amex, we also talk to Visa, MasterCard, UnionPay, and all the big issuers, the big networks. Amex was the first off the line. They appointed us an issuer. As many of you know, in the banking world, getting an issuer status is very difficult. In Amex's history, they've appointed only 108 issuers in their entire 100-year history. We're now one of them. We're one of you. We have the ability to issue cards across these countries. We are like the bank. Of course, soon after Amex, MasterCard, UnionPay, all the others very quickly came on as well. So today, available in Asia is a card which you can access in your phone and use just like I described. Top up easily anywhere. But in addition to just having the card, we've also added all kinds of additional features. P2P transfer, loyalty programs. We have a data analytics engine, which means that you can map the user's behavior to certain promotions and so on. So now we have a working product, but the big question is, what does it mean to you? You're a bank, what does it mean to you? Well, in addition to, first of all, adding numerous other features like P2P, notifications, social, viral, the whole thing, we also now allow the issuing of a physical card, which means we know who you are. We send you in the post your own physical card, which you can now use anywhere offline. So now you've got an online play and you've got an offline play. But that's not the news. The real news is that we have now turned this into a B2B platform. This means that you as a bank can now use this with your brand, your name, your URL, your user database, and issue this to your millions of banked but uncarded, maybe kids in the family of your customers, or maybe market segments that have just never had a card before. You give us your branding, we do the integration in a few weeks, and we can give you your own branded card and wallet in 8 weeks, from start to finish. 3D secure, PCI DSS compliant, your CTOs will love it, we've checked it. We know what we're doing. We're Amex.
You're halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. That's 5 minutes remaining.
We have Amex grade approval. We have Visa MasterCard grade approval. So we know that your CTOs will be totally satisfied. What we also do is we've teamed up with a third party that offers virtual addresses in the US, Japan, and China, which means that if you want to shop overseas at a Chinese site, Japanese site, or a US site that does not ship to your home country in an emerging market, we can now arrange for you to buy online in the US, ship to your virtual address, and then it gets shipped to you in your home country, anywhere in the world. So now, for the first time, anyone can get a card, shop anywhere, online or offline, and even have the merchant send it to you via our virtual address. Because we work with a lot of banks, we've built this at a very, very high level of architecture and security. It's 100% on the cloud, but we're Amex grade in terms of security and compliance. We're PCI DSS compliant as well. We've built the full back-end reporting, so your marketing people need to know what's going on offers, your operations people need to know what's going on servers and everything else. We've got the full package. Our promise to you as an enterprise user is that you do not have to hire one more person. Not one more person. The entire package comes, minimal integration with your IT organization, but full disclosure to your IT organization, so they know and they can have access anytime. As far as the competition is concerned, we've taken a very different approach. We are a B2B play, which means that we don't care about promoting our name like Google Wallet or anyone else. We want to work with banks and online organizations to basically reach through to your customers. We of course believe we have many more features than what they offer, but the primary go-to-market is that we are B2B. We're not here to promote the Matchmove name, we're here to promote your name. So, as we stand today, we already have 10 agreements signed with major organizations across Asia, 7 of which are very large banks. We expect to be promoting and driving many wallets across the region, and each bank will differentiate according to its loyalty and its engagement with its customers. We enable the process now. We draw revenue from platform fees and from transaction revenue. It's very, very affordable compared to your trying to build it yourself, and we give it to you in 8 weeks, what it would take you 2 years at least to build. Our partners have told us, not us, this is not numbers that we have dreamt up. Our partners who have signed agreements with us have told us that they expect to process about 400 million plus in revenues in the first year, of which a significant chunk will come from remittance. Remittance is a $400 billion industry in Asia. We expect to get a big chunk. Now, banks want to get into this, they can use our platform to do so. So we expect to have a very strong footprint across Southeast Asia and India in the next year, but we are already getting interest from banks around the world. And if you're a bank that wants to reach the uncarded very fast, minimal impact on your IT organization, high-level security, Amex grade, MasterCard grade, the full thing, and you want it in 8 weeks, please feel free to take my card and come and talk to me. Be very happy to talk to you. My team, we're not a bunch of newbies. We've already built a very successful business called Matchmove Global, and we've now created this new division called Matchmove Pay. My investors and board directors include the same people that invested in Baidu, which is the Google of China, and also in Skype. So we are well backed and we have a great team behind us. We also recently hired the head of prepaid at Visa in Asia to bring domain expertise as well. So now, why CNBC and The Economist?
Last minute, 1 minute remaining.
CNBC, The Economist, Reuters, banking technology, why are they all talking about Matchmove? Because we believe we really have found a way to help you, the banks, actually achieve financial inclusion, to actually accelerate the pace at which people can come online and spend in a way that happens very fast and with minimal capital spend on your side. That's Matchmove. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
I do have a question on your competitive positioning. I do understand that you're going through banks, but I'll still ask you this question. So I'm not so afraid of iPhone or Apple in emerging markets. But what about if we talk about more low-end smartphones, not Samsung, but even lower end, with much lower price, and if they actually provide an Apple Pay solution?
I would almost find that difficult to understand how they do it, because